So this is day 3 of my journey. I'm in Asheville, North Carolina. Just crashed at my buddy's house for the night. It was good to see him. Haven't seen him in a long time. Get up this morning, go outside, and it snowed. Actually, it is snowing right now. This was not in the forecast. Maybe a little change of plans. All right, later. Traveler's Rest, South Carolina, not too far from the North Carolina border. Luckily, out of the snow that it started in this morning, that was not fun. Didn't last too long. Once I got out of that area, it dried up pretty quickly. Still cold though, and really windy. Just stopped over there at Dunkin' Donuts, got a cup of coffee. Gonna get some go-go juice here. Get back on the road. Got like another almost 5 hours. Yeah. But hey, the sun's out. It's warming up a little bit later. So glad the sun's out. Man, feel a little warmth. It was really, really cold while ago. It was not fun. Really regretting not buying heated gloves. Also, another mistake I made, a packing mistake, is I forgot to pack my base layer for cold weather. Regretted that too. Should make a list of things that I didn't have or things I don't need to take for next time. Oh, I don't like riding there by big trucks. Right in the blind spot. Let's get out of the way. Pizza Inn? What? Wow, I haven't seen one of those in a long time. So I'm coming up on 49 years of age, that is. One more year in my 40s. Then I hit the big 5-0. You know, it got me thinking, you know, just starting back in motorcycling last year. You know, this is what some people would call a midlife crisis. Or it would appear that it's a midlife crisis. I don't look at it that way. There's no crisis. Catching up on some things, maybe. Some things I've missed. Some things I've wanted to do. And either weren't able to due to financial constraints, career, family. You know, all those things. And then it gets to the point where you start looking at the time that's passed and wondering how much you have ahead of you. I mean, I'm at least halfway through this journey, right? I don't think I'm going to live to 100. Maybe. Who knows? But I don't say that to be pessimistic. It's quite the opposite. I'm incredibly optimistic right now. That's why I don't think this is a crisis. It's more like a midlife renaissance, if you will. I have a lot more clarity than when I was younger. I know what I want to do. I know what I can do. There's some things that I still wonder, yeah, hey, can I do this? And why not try it out? Go for it. I don't have anyone to impress. I don't have anyone to try to, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but no one to impress or to try to get to think my way. You know, my wife and I are on the same page with a lot of things, not everything, but most of the important things. You know, she's incredibly supportive. We're good. As long as my wife and I are good and the children are taken care of, I don't really care about what anybody else thinks. And back to why I think this is more of a renaissance than a crisis. I'm doing a lot more things like this just to go see. I'm a lot more creative. What comes out you may not like, it may not be very good, but it's satisfying. It scratches that itch. Have multiple creative outlets, whether it's this, you know, making a video, talking nonsense to a camera, or musically, creating new songs, creating new riffs, and not caring if it sounds like so-and-so, or tried to be in the style of this, or do you think this person's going to like this, or will it? I have none of that. I have no expectations for any of this. I have no expectations for music. I have no expectations for YouTube videos. I'm doing it for me, for fun, for self-fulfillment. And if anyone else comes along and watches it or listens to it and enjoys it, man, that's awesome. Don't take this the wrong way. I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for me. Now, that being said, I don't want to steer you wrong and put out garbage support for garbage products, you know. Don't want to lie to you. I want to be honest. But at the end of the day, I'm just doing this for fun, for self-fulfillment, just to see if it can hit, see where it goes. But again, no expectations. All right, that's enough rambling for now. Later. So what about you guys and gals out there? Any of you have a similar experience? Ride motorcycles when you were younger, get out of it for 20 plus years for whatever reasons, and then return to it? If so, drop a comment below. I know there are more of you out there. I've talked to several people with similar stories. One reason or the other, got out of it, missed it, came back. What are your reasons? What are your reasons for stopping and then for coming back? I think I could probably answer for most of us why we get back on it. Because there's nothing like it. There's nothing like riding a motorcycle. So I should probably back up and explain that a little bit. So if you read the description of the channel, you'll see that I was away from motorcycling for over 20 years. I got my first motorcycle when I was 10, I think, maybe 11. A little small dual sport that I rode and pretended like it was a motocross bike. Or it's the way I felt when I was 10 anyway. That's what I learned on. And then by 16, I had a small 600 sport bike. What is this guy doing? Okay. One tail light. All right. I rode that for quite a while. And then somewhere in my early 20s, I sold my last motorcycle to help finance a trip to Europe. First time going to Europe, with full intentions of buying another bike when I got back. And well, you know, I was working 2 jobs just trying to pay the bills, and it didn't happen. And not long after that, I joined the Army. So then I went traveling around the Army for 20 years. Met my wife, had kids. Various times thought about getting another motorcycle. Then I was like, no, after this deployment, or maybe this time. Then I had kids and was like, I probably shouldn't. And so I never did. Until one day, just last year, I was watching YouTube. Sorry, guy's not honking at me. I was watching YouTube, which mostly what I watch on there was guitar-related music stuff, but for some reason, a video of someone riding a motorcycle from this perspective came on. And I was like, man, I missed that. I don't even remember who it was, what channel it was, but I watched that for a long time. Again, this perspective right here that you're seeing. And I got the itch so bad, man, I wanted to ride. So, started looking at motorcycles online. My wife was like, oh no, he's getting obsessed again. I know where this is going. I looked for a while and ended up buying a Retro Sport, Kawasaki Z900 RS. Awesome motorcycle. Love that motorcycle. It was great for me for introduction back into motorcycling. You know, retro style look. Had the bullet gauges, more of an upright riding position, not hunched over like on a regular sport bike. And I just love the looks of it. Love riding that motorcycle. It was so fun. But after about 45 minutes to an hour, it was not so fun for me anymore. And at this point in life, didn't really need a sport bike anyway. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to do this. I wanted to take trips, you know. I wanted to be comfortable, be able to ride for hours. So, got to looking around and was like, yep, I'm getting a Harley. Looked at a lot of different ones, and man, the Heritage just really spoke to me. Versatile. Take it through the mountains on the curves, take it on long trips, daily commuter. And here we are. right, that's about it. Getting close to the house. Trip is coming to an end. I really enjoyed it. It was great to get out on the road, get up in the mountains, ride some twisties, see some friends, hang out, kind of freewheeling it for a couple of days. It was great, man. That's just what I needed. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got some questions, concerns, gripes, complaints, comments, please leave them down below. If you would be so kind as to hit that like button and maybe even the subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. But for now, sign it out. You guys take care, stay safe. Let's go ride.